Have you ever held a coin that tells the story of an entire nation, a coin that carries the echoes of revolution, liberty, and the celebration of 200 years of American freedom? The 1976 quarter and dollar coins are not just metal, they are monuments to history minted for the Bicentennial of the United States. These coins are among the most iconic collectibles ever released by the US Mint. What makes the 1976 quarter, with its Colonial drummer, and the Eisenhower dollar with the Liberty Bell and Moon, so special? What secrets lie in their designs? What eras and varieties makes them worth thousands of dollars? And what role did they play in the great American celebration of 1776 to 1976? This is not just coin collecting, this is time travel through the lens of American heritage. Every detail, from their creation to circulation, their mint marks, engravers, hidden varieties, rare errors, proof sets, silver editions, and collector demand, holds an incredible story that many have never heard before. Join us as we uncover the full history of the 1976 quarter and dollar coins, a journey that will take you deep into numismatic gold and reveal the true value of what lies in your pocket or drawer. This is not just history, this is American legacy in your hands. So get ready to dive into 2 hours of the most powerful, fascinating, and valuable coin history ever told. Valuable Coins History, the place where American heritage speaks through metal. Today, we dive into a legendary chapter in numismatic history, the 1976 quarter and dollar coins. These are not just coins, they are patriotic relics, minted to commemorate 200 years of American independence, and their story stretches far beyond face value. These coins were created in honor of the United States Bicentennial, a national celebration marking 2 centuries since the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, and to commemorate this historical milestone, the United States Mint released special edition coins unlike anything the public had ever seen before. They were not only historical, but were also the first major commemorative issues to circulate widely among the American public and collectors alike. For the first time in U.S. coinage history, the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins all received new temporary reverse designs, making them instant historical icons. The 1976 quarter is officially referred to as the Washington Quarter Bicentennial Edition. Its reverse design shows a colonial drummer standing proudly beside a torch of victory designed by Jack L.R. It symbolizes the determination and courage of the American patriots who fought for freedom in 1776, while the obverse still features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. First used in 1930, to the reverse was what truly set this coin apart. The date on the coin reads 1776 to 1976, linking past and present in one powerful symbol of American resilience. Now let us look at the dollar coin released for the same occasion. The 1976 Eisenhower dollar featured the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, a nod both to the revolutionary roots of the United States and its modern achievements in space exploration. This unique and forward-looking design was the work of Dennis R. Williams, a young art student whose concept was selected from a nationwide contest hosted by the Treasury Department. The obverse retained Frank Gasparo's depiction of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a symbol of American leadership in war and peace. But the reverse was all about vision and progress. The moon in the design commemorated the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969, where an Eisenhower dollar was actually taken to space by the astronauts, tying American history and future aspirations together in a single metallic snapshot. What makes these coins even more special is the fact that they were the first circulating commemorative coins in United States history, meaning they were not only produced for collectors, but intended for general public use as well. And to meet the massive demand, they were struck at multiple mints across the country. The quarters were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, and collectors can identify them by their mint marks found just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse. The Philadelphia Mint typically used no mint mark. The Denver Mint used a D and San Francisco used an S. There were two major types of finishes issued for collectors and circulation purposes: the copper-nickel clad variety used for general circulation, and the 40% silver clad coins, which were available in special mint and proof sets issued by the U.S. Mint. The silver versions were highly desirable among collectors due to their limited mintage and the intrinsic value of silver itself. Many of these silver coins have been preserved in pristine condition in original government packaging, making them incredibly valuable, especially in high grade. Now let us talk about what drives the real excitement in coin collecting eras and varieties. And yes, the 1976 quarter and dollar coins are known for several rare and fascinating varieties. Some of these eras can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and demand. Among the 1976 quarters, one of the most famous varieties is the Type 1 and Type 2 reverse design used on the San Francisco proof and uncirculated coins. Type 1 features bold, thick lettering on the reverse, while Type 2 features a more refined and elegant font. The Type 2 version is scarcer and generally more valuable, especially in high grades. Then there are minting errors, including double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and clipped plankets. These are rare and usually discovered by experienced collectors or lucky individuals sorting through rolls of quarters or bags of old change. One famous 1976 quarter error is the double die obverse, where the date and lettering appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment in the die during minting. Another known error involves off-center strikes, where the coin image is shifted, leaving part of the planchet blank. These off-center quarters from 1976 can be worth anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on how dramatic the error is. For the Eisenhower dollar collectors, also value Type 1 and Type 2 varieties. The difference here lies in the appearance of the lettering on the reverse, particularly around the word United, and the letters states the Type 1 dollar is bold, blocky letters, and the Type 2 is thinner, more refined letters. The Type 2 is generally more scarce, and desirable collectors love hunting for these, and specialized grading services such as PCGs and NGC have encapsulated thousands of these coins with accurate variety labels and condition grades. Speaking of condition, grading plays a crucial role in the value of these coins. Like any other collectible, the better preserved the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect uncirculated specimen, flawless under magnification. A common circulated 1976 quarter might be worth only face value, but the same coin in MS-67 or higher could sell for over $100. And if you are lucky enough to own a silver-proof variety in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition, it could fetch well over $500 at auction for Eisenhower dollars. The price range is even broader due to their larger size, lower mintages, and fewer surviving high-grade specimens. A pristine 1976 Type 2 silver-clad proof Eisenhower dollar-graded PR70 can go for well over $1,000. In the right market, and if you find an error or unique variety within that group, you are looking at serious collector interest. Beyond grading and errors, the historical context of these coins adds to their appeal. These coins were minted during a time of national reflection and celebration, marking the 200th birthday of the United States. In 1976, there were nationwide events, parades, reenactments, and patriotic tributes, with the Bicentennial coins playing a major symbolic role in that cultural moment. The coins were a form of participation, a way for every citizen to carry a piece of the nation's past and future in their pockets. School children collected them, parents set them aside as keepsakes, and today they stand as permanent reminders of that celebration in both numismatic and historical circles. It is no wonder that many coin collectors today still hold these pieces dear, not only for their monetary value, but for the emotional and patriotic resonance they represent. And if you want to build a collection of bicentennial coins, there are several paths you can take. You can start by collecting all mint marks of the 1976 quarter, including PD and S, then look for both Type 1 and Type 2 designs in proof and uncirculated condition. Add in the 40% silver versions and try to complete the set with both quarter and dollar coins for added value. Seek out original government packaging or COA certificates. If you are really serious, invest in professionally graded coins from PCGS or NGC, which come encapsulated with authenticity and grade verification, giving you both credibility and protection in resale situations. You can also explore the market for rare die varieties and eras, which often increase in value over time due to their rarity and collector interest. Whether you are a beginner or seasoned numismatist, the 1976 quarter and dollar coins offer a deep, rich, rewarding journey into the heart of American coinage. They are more than currency, they are conversation starters, historical artifacts, and in many cases valuable treasures hiding in plain sight. So if you have a jar of change or old coins stashed away, check them closely. Because that 1976 coin sitting quietly in the corner might just be worth more than you think, and even if it is not, its story still carries the weight of 2 centuries of American freedom and pride, and that alone makes it worth cherishing. Now let us take a closer look at how these coins were produced in the mints, the machinery, the artists, the engravers, the metal composition, and even the legislative background that gave birth to the Bicentennial Coin Program. The Bicentennial Coinage Act of 1973 authorized the redesign of the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence. The act allowed the Treasury to bypass standard coin design procedures, enabling external artists to contribute and leading to the unique reverse designs we see today. It was a rare moment when public participation was encouraged in the art of national coinage, and the winning designs were not chosen arbitrarily. They went through a panel of expert judges, historians, artists, and Treasury officials who wanted the chosen imagery to reflect courage, liberty, and a spirit of progress. Once designs were selected, the dies were carefully engraved and refined to accommodate mass production, with clear lines and strong details suitable for both clad and silver plankets. Production began in 1975 with the intent to have the coins widely distributed by mid-1976, creating a sense of unity and national identity across the population. In terms of composition, the standard circulation versions were made of copper nickel clad over a copper core, a durable and cost-effective material used since 1965 after the end of silver coinage. But for collectors, the U.S. Mint produced special edition 40% silver versions available in both uncirculated and proof formats. These were struck with extra care and precision, often multiple times, to ensure perfect details and mirror-like surfaces. The San Francisco Mint handled the production of these collector issues, and to this day their S mint mark is associated with higher quality limited edition coinage. This detailed history brings us to the modern market, where demand for bicentennial coins remains strong, especially among new collectors, young Americans, and nostalgic adults who remember the patriotic fervor of 1976. The coins are widely available, but high-grade examples are harder to find, and those with eras or silver content can command impressive prices at coin shows, online auctions, and private collections. Their popularity has remained consistent due to the strong emotional attachment and patriotic symbolism behind the designs. And as we move into the future, their value, both historical and monetary, is only expected to rise, which makes now the perfect time to learn, collect, and invest in 1976 bicentennial coins.